Hi, let me tell you about some proof that I got a few days ago that there is so much more than this, so much more than what we can see and touch. So last winter, I listened to the telepathy tapes. I know many of you have too. And most of the things that are talked about there, I already knew. Apart from the main thing, which is that autistic kids are telepathic and psychic, and that opened a whole new universe for me. I suddenly and finally realized that the idea that being neurotypical is what we all should aspire to is so ignorant and naive. Oh, and when I was in the Oval Office, in the dream I had a few nights ago, I was communicating telepathically with Trump. And that was the only way I could communicate with him, actually, when I come to think about it. Because if it were me, in this body, in this mind, speaking to Trump, I couldn't get myself to do that. I would just spit in his face because I hate him with all of myself. But this body and this mind hate him. In that body and that mind, what happened that night during my dream in the Oval Office was my higher self speaking with his higher self. It was telepathic. It was a much more direct communication, and it was intimate, and it was respectful. This is a completely new paradigm. Telepathy can involve judgment. It's just a direct way of communicating. It's a way of recognizing the connectedness, the fact that we are all the same thing. There is no separation, and so there's no time between my thought and your thought. They happen at the same time, and they get each other, they receive each other. It's a completely different way of communicating. So now let's get into what happened to me a few days ago. So a few days ago, I was walking down the road with Zeus here, my dog. And as we were walking down the road, I noticed a kid with her mum across the road from us. They were waiting for the bus. And it looked clear to me that the kid was a non-verbal autistic kid. And I thought, okay, let me try this. If I can make them know that I know, maybe I can make their day a little bit better. And so while we were passing by, I thought, oh, hi, can you hear me? And nothing really happened. And I thought, hi, if you can hear me, just send me a smile. And nothing happened. So I thought, okay, maybe it's not working. Maybe I'm not good enough. You know, you get down that kind of thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'm doing it wrong. And then as this kid, who was about around 12, I think, she was wearing a very colorful, bright t-shirt. So while I was passing, I thought, I really love your t-shirt. It looks really good on you. And at that moment, this kid stopped swinging back and forth. She looked my way and she smiled the broadest smile. In that moment, I can assure you, my heart fell off my body and it melted in the tarmac, and then it came back and turned again into a muscle and expanded in my chest, because then in that moment I realized what it means to be all connected. I mean, I think plants and animals look at us every day and think, when will they get it? When will they finally get it? There is so much more than what you can see and hear and touch via your five senses. There is a way to be connected with everything else that doesn't need to pass through our body. It's a direct way. We are already all connected. We don't need to wait for our body to get it, to receive the message. I can't wait for the day when we finally get it, and when kids like the one I connected with for a split second will have a chance to teach us how to be connected with everything else and how to receive without the need of waiting for our body and our brain to process it. We don't need to wait for our senses to make us understand things. We are already there. I can't wait for that day. So be open today. Be open to what the universe is showing you. Have a great day.